Let me tell you about Jack and Daniel. Jack doesn't care about being liked. He cares about being heard. When Jack tells a story, he's animated. His voice rises and falls. His eyes light up. He gets people engaged. Some people are captivated by him, laughing, nodding, pulling their chairs closer. Others, they roll their eyes. They cross their arms. They whisper, "Here he goes again." But whether they love him or hate him, they remember him. Jack has presence, and when Jack throws a party, the ones who love him come because they want to be around him. The ones who hate him come because they want to see what he does next. People want to be in the room. They want to argue with him, watch him, gossip about him later, but they still show up. Now let me tell you about Daniel. Daniel is nice. Nobody dislikes Daniel. He's friendly. He smiles at everyone. He never says anything too bold, never expresses an opinion that might ruffle feathers. If you need someone to fill in at work, Daniel is happy to help. If you see Daniel in passing, you say, "Hey man, how's it going?" He says, "Good, good." And you both keep walking. Daniel is liked by everyone and forgotten by everyone. Because when Daniel throws a party, no one shows up. Not because people dislike him, but because they don't care enough to make the effort. Jack is loved by some, hated by others. Daniel is liked by everyone and forgotten by everyone. Which one do you want to be? Because if no one hates you, no one loves you either. The cost of trying to please everyone. People say they want to be liked, but what they really mean is they don't want to be disliked. They don't want that feeling of being criticized, the sting of someone rolling their eyes at them, the discomfort of knowing they rubbed someone the wrong way. So they smooth out every edge. They shrink. They become soft, agreeable, inoffensive. And in doing so, they erase themselves. They become background noise. No one has strong feelings about background noise. And if you don't have strong feelings about something, you don't care about it. The person who tries to make everyone happy is the person who ends up being no one's priority. They never cause drama, but they also never cause excitement. They never make waves, but they also never make impact. They are safe, they are neutral, and they are forgettable. Nobody who mattered was universally liked. Every great leader, every artist, every visionary, every person who left a mark, they all had people who hated them. Jesus, crucified. Gandhi, assassinated. Martin Luther King, Jr. had an entire FBI file on him. Beyoncé, millions adore her, and millions love to criticize her. Anyone who stands for something, says something, does something, or creates something worth remembering will always have people who oppose them. Because when you show up fully as yourself, you become a mirror. Some people will see you and think, yes, finally someone who gets it. And others will see you and hate you for the exact same reason. Because your presence forces them to confront something in themselves. Maybe you say what they are too afraid to say. Maybe you live the way they wish they could. Maybe you remind them of something they resent about themselves. Whatever it is, it's not about you. It's about them. So why would you shrink yourself just to make them more comfortable? We need you, not a watered-down version of you. I am begging you, stop trying to be liked. Stop filtering yourself into some neutral, beige version of who you think people will accept. We don't need a soft, weak version of you. We don't need a safe, inoffensive background noise version of you. We need you. The world needs you. Your church needs you. Your job needs you. Your family needs you. Not a palatable version of you. You. Because there has never been another you in this world. And there never will be again. Don't die before we get to see who you really are. You have one shot at this. One life. You will either be you or you will be nobody. That is the choice. And when you shrink, when you choose comfort over authenticity, you are robbing the world. You are robbing us of the voice, the passion, the presence that only you can bring. And for what? So, some random coworker doesn't roll their eyes at you. So a distant relative doesn't say, "You've changed." So some internet troll doesn't leave a nasty comment. Is that really worth the cost of disappearing? Because if no one hates you, no one loves you either. And if no one loves you, you have not fully lived. So I implore you, show up. Show up as you. Show up fully. Show up in a way that at the end of your life, no one can say they never truly knew you. Because if you don't, then the world will never get to experience you. And that would be a greater tragedy than any amount of hate you could ever receive. Final thoughts. The risk of being forgettable. You have a choice. You can keep playing it safe. You can keep softening who you are. You can keep trying to be everyone's second choice. Or you can decide that you'd rather be truly known, flaws, strengths, and all. Because the risk of being disliked is nothing compared to the risk of being invisible. If no one hates you, no one loves you. So stop worrying about the ones who don't like you and start showing up for the ones who will love you for exactly who you are. Drop a comment below. Have you ever caught yourself holding back just to be liked? How do you stay true to yourself even when others disapprove? Subscribe for more content on confidence, mindset, and personal